Unsubscribe. Yeah, unsubscribe. I can talk.
Hey guys, what is up? Today we are going to be looking at this Casino King bell sound slot machine that we picked up today. But before we get started, I'd like to mention that only a small percentage of our viewers are subscribed. So if you like what we do here, please subscribe. It helps out a ton and you can always unsubscribe later. So this is our Casino King bell sound slot machine. And I mean, if you were here and even visually, you can tell that this thing is stained with like nicotine and stuff. If you were here, you smell it. You can kind of smell like the nicotine scent. So, and it's not ringing for some reason. So the thing just goes down, and you can actually put real coins in here. Yep, and then there's a button on the back that I'm trying to find.
Buttons here.
It just spits out all the money.
So what's the plan, Paul?
The plan is to clean it.
We're going to use our trusty, you know you can hear that on camera, right? We're going to use our trusty...
There's no,
No what?
it's not in frame.
Well, that's your job. We're going to use our trusty magnetic tray to hold our screws from Harbor Freight. And we're just going to start, you know you can hear that too, right?
Hear what?
The crack, crack, crack.
Listen, I'm thirsty, okay?
No, the crack, crack, crack of the tripod.
So, what am I gonna do?
Okay, so there's those two. And then we have two screws here.
I thought you were gonna raise it higher, okay?
Can you see that now?
Yeah.
And now we're gonna take this. Ooh. So that comes off. And this is metal except for this part here, which is chrome plated plastic. So we're gonna set that aside for now. Now this is the inside. And it's some dust and stuff from the wear. So I'm gonna take, I can see the bell in the back there. So I'm gonna remove this housing and see what we have in there. So next time you see this is gonna be out of the housing. We're gonna remove the screws. Here it is with the frame cut, well, the cover removed, and it's a separate, kind of a self-contained frame. You can see the pull handle mechanism. Now we're not gonna play around with anything because we don't wanna break anything or destroy anything. It's already working, so there's no reason to try to break it. You can see these are the two screw holes where the handle goes in. We can actually put that handle back on if we want. And there we see we have perfectly good access to the bell. So we have to see why that bell's not ringing. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of information about these online other than people selling them. So, yeah.
The bell kind of looks like a smaller version of these.
It does. So I'm gonna try to see what hits that, what's supposed to be hitting that bell, and then we'll see if we can get that bell to ring. So we're gonna blow it out with some compressed air. I did do some wiping down.
How does the air compress?
With the machine. What makes it tick? 100%. So sometimes you're best to leave. Here it is, a good old bottle of 3-in-1 still in the metal can, and we're going to lubricate the moving parts. There's some gears inside and things like that we're going to lubricate. Paul's playing one of the video games in the background. That's fine. I also have some clock oil. This is synthetic clock oil that I use to lubricate grandfather clocks, and has a nice little needle valve, like not a needle valve, but like I guess it's a needle valve, a little needle oiler that I can use on those gears. So I'm going to put some of that so I can really get it right on the gears where I need it. This is that little gear that turns.
Finger there.
And that's what makes the bell ring. So that might just be hanging up a little bit. So we're going to put some oil right in there. The last part of this was just to oil these pivot points as you would on a clock. And I'm going to keep the machine on its side so that gravity will pull it through the shaft. And that's really all I'm going to do on the inside. We have the faceplate removed, and that's going to make it easier for us to clean it. This piece here, this is the chrome plate plastic. And that's just held in with 2 clips. So that can be removed quite easily. Set that aside. Now this is probably printed, painted, something. So we want to be careful with this when we're cleaning. We don't want to rub that off. So I'm going to be very, very gentle with that. And then with this frame, I think I'm going to use a little bit of one of my favorite nicotine killing products, dollar store, LA's Totally Awesome. I'm going to spray it on a rag, and I'm going to wipe it and clean it off. But I'm of course going to try it in a spot where it's inconspicuous. So I've sprayed it with the LA's Totally Awesome. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, and I'm just going to wipe it off with this cloth.
All right, we wiped it, we polished it, we did all that fancy stuff, and it looks significantly better. Now, if I just grab a quarter here, can I do this?
Sure.
Will it explode the machine?
Pull the handle.
Sorry about the chair noise. There we go. So it's functioning good.
We ended up cleaning it with not only some LA's Totally Awesome, but we also got a little bit of that Wright's polish. So it's like working with a monkey.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
What do you think, Paul? Do you like our $30 Casino King bell sound? Well, it doesn't quite have bell sound, but
I mean, Dad, if you add the price of this stuff, it's probably like $30.02.
yeah, so with your 2 cents put in. So yeah, if you guys know more about the Waco Casino King bell sound, tell us in the comments. We got anything else?
Subscribe.